godly process of selling our house. So, woke up in the morning, and I usually play something else on my phone, and played one of Pastor's messages. And April finished it during that day.
I went out and mowed the grass and listened to the rest of the message. After I was done mowing the grass and doing all the yard work, I felt like God had clearly told me it was time for us to sell our home. When Bill came home that afternoon from work, I asked him if he would please join me in my office so we could sit down and talk. I told him I didn't have all the answers, but that I was pretty sure God had said it was time to sell, and I didn't know where we would go, what that looked like, and I didn't have a lot of answers, but I was very confident that God had said, now is your time. So we had been to Faith Life Church for about 10 years, and we knew Mark and Alicia. We knew they were Christian realtors, but most importantly, we knew that they understood the kingdom and how the kingdom works. We wanted someone that was going to come beside us and partner with us in this process to help us strategize and maximize the potential of the home, but also to help us spiritually, because we knew that there would be times that we would have to stand on what God said, and we needed someone to stand beside us that had the same beliefs and posture that we did. Bill and I made the decision to sow a seed for financial blessing in the house, but more than that, we needed to make sure we sowed the seed in a good foundation. So we sowed a seed into our local church, Faith Life Church. We know that they have evidence of good soil there, and we believed that we would get return. Along the way, we worked hard to get the house prepared so that it would be ready for the new buyers and that it would be a blessing to them. We knew without a shadow of a doubt that God had told us that we would get Ephesians 3:20, but in the interim, we had to prepare our home for that. Mark and Alicia came over several times, looked at the house, gave us pointers, tips, things to do to make the house show ready. We believed the house would be a blessing for the next family, and we wanted to make sure that we did everything we could to prepare our home in a manner that it would be a blessing to the next family that would come in.
Process of selling the house, we fixed things that, that not necessarily maybe didn't need to be fixed, but just to make it perfect for the new owners, and painted trim. And so our house went on the market
On Friday.
And by Sunday, we had 8 offers. All 8 were asking or above. So 3 days later, we were in contract from putting the house on the market. We got 91.5 over asking, which is definitely exceedingly and abundantly. God doesn't fail. Neither do Mark and Alicia. So, but it was just an easy experience. It all just, God was just there in all of it. From telling us to sell to directing us to the right realtors, to them standing in prayer with us in agreement, and everything we talked about in the beginning of selling the house.
If you are considering selling your house and you feel like God has led you to this situation, I would recommend you find your scriptures. You remember your scriptures. You keep them in front of you. You speak those scriptures daily, because the enemy will come and try to take it from you. And if you don't know what your foundation is and what you're standing on, you will forget where you're going.
You got to water that seed every day. You got to, believe. You just have to have faith.